Good morning, happy Monday. I got in here kind of early this morning. I just didn't sleep great last night and woke up early, and so just decided to just get up and come in. A 4-day week this week and a 4-day week next week. I'll be here, but the kids have Friday and Monday off, and we have 2 PD/work days. Like, I think it'll be kind of like work day in the morning, and then we have letters training in the afternoon on both days, I think. I don't really have like a schedule yet for it, but that's like how our last one was, so I'm assuming. I kind of worked on Friday before I left. I kind of got all my morning slides done for this week for the most part, so that feels kind of good. I don't have to like go through and think. I can just turn it on this morning. And then what are we doing today? Let's see. We're doing still shapes and partitioning shapes in math, and then my other group is working on multiplication and starting division this week. So it's not like it's like called understanding division. It's just really introduction to division. So they've been rocking it on the multiplication, so I don't think they're gonna have any trouble with the division. I think they're gonna be pleasantly surprised about how much they already know about division based on what they know about multiplication. Anyways, what else are we doing today? We're doing main idea and details. We're going back into nonfiction. And then for writing, we're finishing up our poetry this week, and we're gonna be sharing our poetry. So I'm gonna sit here and check the unlocks and daily math reviews from Friday, and then the kids should be here soon. All right, it is the end of the day. I had an iReady training during planning, and I had a couple of kids for lunch with the teacher during lunch, so I did not get to see you all day. I just sent off a couple emails. We are out of cleaning wipes, and we are out of, I like to keep the little water bottles for when kids forget, because since COVID, they can't use the water fountains. They can only use like the water refill part of it for their water bottles. So when they forget their water bottles, I like to keep a stack of those here. And we just ran out. Good morning, happy Tuesday. I kind of bolted out of here yesterday because I was in the middle of saying something, and then someone walked in. And it was time for me to leave. So I'm so sorry. I don't remember what I was saying, but it's a new day. I went through and grabbed out the March unlock math challenges. They are like rainbow themed for St. Patrick's Day. Unlock the rainbow. So then I just grabbed a stack of colored paper to print the covers on to make them colorful. So I'm gonna copy those today. What's today, Tuesday? We have PLC after school today, so I won't be changing that out today, but maybe I'll change it out tomorrow. Someone asked about unlock challenges again. I'll link it down below in the description so you can go check out their unlock math challenges. Someone might walk in here. All right, yeah, sorry, someone came in. I am wearing pajamas for pajama day today. It's Exceptional Children's Week, so is my little trash can or my big one? My big one. We have dress up days. Yesterday was like athletic sportswear. I just wear a school shirt because I'm not really like a team person. And then today's pajama day. Tomorrow, superhero day. I might wear like my Baby Yoda shirt or something. I don't know. Does that count? Not really. I don't really have anything superhero-y. And then on Thursday is neon. So I will, all the teachers are gonna wear our autism awareness shirts for this year. They order new autism awareness shirts every year. And this year it says something about light up something. It's got like a neon light bulb on it. Like it's really cute. So we're all gonna wear those on Thursday. But this morning, what are we doing? One group is partitioning shapes in math for equal shares, and then another group is division. So they did pretty well with the introduction to division yesterday. Just a lot of new vocabulary like dividend, divisor, quotient, stuff like that. Repeated subtraction they haven't done before. So, all right, I'm going to sit here and check daily math reviews, daily ELA reviews, and unlocks. And then I got some homework that kids turned in yesterday. I don't know why they turned in yesterday. Oh, I gave it back to them to have them check it. So, all right, see you later. Hello. Okay, it is specials there at Media Center. I'm gonna sit here and go through some stuff for copies for next week so that I can turn this stuff in for copy parents to copy some of it and less for me to have to copy. Everything sorted and organized, so I'm gonna go drop this off in the copy room and then pick them up. Math was great. It was normal. Did both lessons, met with 2 groups. Kids were working on lots of different stuff. iReady is actually working today. Our iPads are actually working today. First time since Thursday. And when we get back, we have science lab. So we'll do science lab and then we'll come back, and on days when we have science lab, I just kind of mix together reading and writing. So we'll go right into reading workshop, but they're finishing their poetry final drafts in writing. So that's gonna be like one of the things on their workshop to-do list. So I'll meet with 2 groups, and then they'll either be doing word work, iReady reading, finishing their poetry final draft, or reading. All right, we made it to lunch. Science lab was awesome. They made this little, they did 3 different like experiments with rotating and revolving. And then the third one was this one where they make their little like mobile that goes around, Earth goes around the sun and the moon goes around the Earth. Which was great because I was like, yes, they can take that home. That's a great tool to practice with, practicing revolutions and rotations. Sorry. It is about 12 minutes left to go get them from lunch, but what I was thinking was kind of want to go ahead and jump start planning our last math unit. I finished plans up until spring break because I just sat down and planned out the whole unit because I wanted to make sure we tested on the unit before we went to spring break, because last year, just with being out multiple times with we went like back and forth between virtual and in person a lot last year, so we were a little bit slower, and we had to test on that second unit, or that second to last unit, after spring break, and I don't like doing that. Like, I like, while it's fresh and we've been practicing it, go ahead and get the test done, and then come back from spring break and finish it up, do the last unit. So I want to start planning out that last unit. That way I make sure we test, we're not like pushing it and testing like the last week of school, right? So I'm gonna sit here and look through what I have and start kind of getting my mind wrapped around that. Good morning, happy rainy Wednesday. Whew, it started raining middle of the night. I don't know, I woke up to thunder and lightning this morning. But luckily there was a little break in it when I walked in, so I didn't get too wet. And let's get my computer open here, sorry. I gotta run over to my friend's room on the other side of the building. She needed some honey for her tea, so I brought her some honey packets. And then by that time it'll be about time for the kids to come in. I think I blew out of here yesterday. Yes, I did. Okay, so we have PLC every Tuesday after school, and it goes to 3:45, which you know is my goal to leave. So I bolted right after that meeting, left on time, 3:45, finished my water, moved my body. I literally, y'all, have all full yes days for the month of March. I'm really trying to meet my goal every day this month in preparation for spring break. I want to be fully hydrated, looking good, feeling good, moving my body every work day, rest on the weekends, and have that work-life balance before spring break, leading into spring break. What else? Oh yeah, I started planning our last math unit yesterday. I didn't get very far. I kind of just like printed out the assessment and was looking through, because every year our district kind of like edits the assessment. So I was seeing like what changed from last year, and they basically took out like all the distributive property stuff, which I'm glad, because it's just a lot for them at this age. Even if they're working on like a higher level math, it's still a lot for their like developmentally to understand. So I'm really glad that I can kind of just work on that in class, but like they don't have to have it completely mastered yet. They'll still work on it again next year. And then we have, what else? So I'm gonna finish mapping out that unit this week. Friday we have that like part work, part PD day. So I'm thinking I can get it wrapped up and finished on Friday at the latest. Today I need to, what's on my to-do list for today? Let's see. Also, I think a student bought VIP desks for today, so I need to see. Oh, let me show you that real quick, because I get lots of questions about like our money and what kids can buy and stuff. If you buy this set, I'll link it down below, the classroom economy set. It comes with this, and I just adjusted it to things that I want them to be able to buy. Lunch with the teacher, read aloud, that can be to our class or another class, drawing time, VIP desk, hat day, pen day, no homework, stuffed animal day, stinky feet, and new erasers. And the new erasers are just the little dollar spot erasers. So that's everything that they can buy, and they get paid for doing their jobs. All right, oh yeah, I need to do their folders this afternoon because they're not here on Friday, so I'm gonna send folders home tomorrow. Then I want to make DMR and DLR for next week. That's about it. If I don't get DMR done today, I still have time on Friday during the work day to get that done. So let me see if somebody signed up for VIP, and then I'm gonna go bring the honey to my friend, and then the kids will be here. Oh, and it's superhero day, so how perfect was this shirt? My brother got it for me for Christmas. I don't think this year, I think last year. So that was perfect. Yes, we had somebody sign up for today. Okay, bye. They are at specials. It is almost 10. I am just going to, what am I gonna do? I should probably start stuffing folders because like I said, they need to go home tomorrow. I'm going to do that, and then what else? I don't know. I'm kind of like slow motion today. Math is really good. My one group is picking up on division really well, which is great. I think because we spent so long on multiplication that now division is just the opposite. Next week is when it's gonna be tricky, because next week we're doing addition and subtraction word problems. So they're gonna have to really read and figure out and use keywords to decide if they are supposed to be multiplying or dividing. Did I say adding and subtracting? Multiplying and dividing. So it's gonna be a lot of keyword practice and determining, are they asking us to equally share, or are they asking us to find out like the total product? We made it to the end of the day. Okay, we have, I stuffed their folders already, except I did not put their science unit review in there, so I might go ahead and do that this afternoon. Everything else is pretty much done. I have not made daily math review or daily ELA review, but I can do that tomorrow or Friday. Actually, I'll go ahead and print out daily language review today. So that's one thing off my list. Okay. Sorry, I like to use different colors for every day of the week on my to-do list. And then I'll put the folders out on the desk for the morning so they can go ahead and put them away. They have a 4-day weekend, even though I have to be here Friday and Monday as work days. So I'm assuming, I already know one who's not gonna be here. I think a lot of them have plans for the 4-day weekend, so some might be getting checked out early. So we are just gonna make sure everything is kind of buttoned up and done. And then, yeah, that'll be it. I'm gonna grade this science classwork. We were actually gonna do this tomorrow, but because I knew I was already gonna have one out and then worried that some were gonna get picked up early, we went ahead and did it today. They were ready for it. It was basic like season review, which we were talking about last week and this week, so pretty good on that. And then I think I'm gonna sit here and try to take like a half hour and try to plan out that last unit of math. I really want to get that planned out and off my plate. That way, just don't have to think about that anymore. I always get, I don't know if you're like me, like I always worry we're gonna get to the end of the school year and go, oh my gosh, we are cramming, trying to get it all in and get the test done. So the further out I can plan the math units, the better. And I'm normally not in a position to do that, but I taught this last year with the same team, so it is pretty much going on the same schedule. So that is really helpful. morning. Happy Thursday, kind of slash Friday. Last day kids will be here, but I will be here tomorrow and Monday with no kids, but just a little bit. It is the last day of Exceptional Children's Week, so we all wore our Be Kind Souls Autism Awareness shirts, and they are going to do like a little glow dance party. Today is Neon Day. Hello, they are at music, and I picked up my copies from the copy room. I'm gonna sit here and try to go through them and paperclip them and put them in the right drawer for the right day. I did want to show you our spelling test. We give spelling tests every Friday based on our pattern for the week. So like this week we did silent letters. We did GN, WR, KN, and I thought there was one more. But our old spelling test was like getting really bad, you know, like just copied after copy after copy, and it got like crooked and it was just looking ugly. So I found this freebie from Sweetly Elementary. If you do spelling tests with a sentence like this, really clean, simple, really like it. So that was a good one, good find. But yeah, I just have this stack of everything for next week. Going to paperclip, put in the right places. Some of this is like some math projects, so there's kind of a lot of pieces, but like not that many copies of each one. But I just got to go through and kind of make sense of it all. Oh my gosh, best news ever. I forgot I have recess coverage today. Once a month, admin will sign up to cover one of our recess, and I never like write it down. I just like sign up and then I forget about it, because then it's like a surprise when it happens and I'm like, oh yay, okay. So they are at lunch. I'm gonna sit here and cut some stuff out. This is their little sort for next week that they're gonna do. So it has like these, and then they put these out on the carpet and they sort them. I like to make them, if I'm gonna put out like more than one copy so that they can work with just a partner, I just copy them on different colors, and that way when they bag them back up, it is not an issue of what goes in where. Went ahead and had them pack up before we went to lunch, because they go to lunch, recess. When they come back, we're doing science until 2 o'clock, and that's when the glow party will start with the glow sticks. So I don't know how long that's gonna last or how close it's gonna get to dismissal, and I didn't want us rushing out the door and have them forget something before the long 4-day weekend. So lights are already off because one of my kids went ahead and turned the lights off. So that's fine. Go ahead and do it, because we're gonna want them off for the glow party anyway. They said to put on, they're gonna put music over the intercom, and they said make it a glow party in your room. So I'm probably just gonna try to find some like, I wonder if I can find like on YouTube some kind of like glow background or something. I don't know. I'm gonna look and see. But I'm gonna sit and cut these out and bag them up for next week. And then I've got our words for next week. So I'm gonna cut those out. Next week is long O sound and not long. Oh, GH and PH. That could be a tricky one. And then our heart words are because and lucky, because it's St. Patrick's week. And we have a lot of hard time with because. All right, I'm gonna cut and go. She'll pick them up and bring them down here, so I don't even have to leave. Oh my gosh, I'm panicked. I'm getting ready to leave. We had our little glow party at the end of the day. That was fun. And then we had dismissal. It went pretty late. We did one go noodle after. They like to do I'm Still Standing on Fridays. So we did that. And then I just, they all got their pay out of their pockets. They get paid on Fridays. And I have 2 students who pay them on Fridays in their pockets right there for their jobs. So they got paid. We traded in some money. Some of them had enough to trade in for like 50s and 100s and stuff like that. So we did that. And then it was time to go. So got the room all cleaned up, ready for a work day / PD day tomorrow and Monday. Both days are like, I think technically tomorrow was supposed to be work day and Monday was supposed to be a professional development day. But I think now that we're doing the letters training, I think it's like the morning is work and then we have a 3-hour letters training each afternoon. So I'm gonna get out of here. I'll be back here bright and early tomorrow and I'll see you on work day. Good morning, happy Friday. I am just sitting here. It's really quiet. I got in here a little bit early, just kind of looking over my to-do list a little bit. First thing I'm gonna do is post grades because that needs to be done by noon. So I'm gonna get that done. Tried to do it yesterday after school and was like, I don't know, I think I was clicking the wrong thing or something. Always something. So I just gave up on it yesterday and I was like, you know what? I'll look at it with fresh eyes tomorrow. It's literally almost 50 degrees this morning and they're saying we might get flurries tomorrow. I'm like, what is going to happen today? So I wore like super comfy long sleeve and leggings and brought a sweater because I think it's just gonna get colder and colder throughout the day. But yeah, I'm gonna sit here, try to figure out how to post these grades. We do it 4 times a year, obviously, and now they've got us doing like mid-quarter progress reports. So now we're doing it like, I guess 7 times a year, and I swear it's like I'm doing it for the first time every time. So anybody else, it's just like, if you don't do something for weeks and weeks at a time, when you go to do it, you're like, you have to reteach yourself again. All right, let's try to do this. Grades are posted. Hopefully I did that right. It took me about 45 minutes and that is with all the grades already put in. That's just like posting grades for every subject, putting in all the comments, putting in the conduct grades. Takes me that long. Now I'm going to download our lesson plans from our shared drive. I do this every week since we share lesson planning. They're all in like a shared file, and then on Fridays I go in and I download them, I upload them to our grade level website, and then I edit them. I just take out anything that I don't need before I print them for myself. So I save like a team copy for our website and then a personal copy for myself, because there's like different levels and stuff. And I don't need all of the levels. I only need what I teach, so I just like take that stuff out just so I don't confuse myself. So yeah, that's number 2 and 3 on my to-do list: print plans, post plans. And then I'm gonna maybe tackle the unlock. Then I need to work on my strategy calendar for next week. That is something our school does, and I just print. I can't show you the names, but I'll show you like kind of how I set it up. So I print these from, sorry, that Erin Conran's probably very distracting because it's, okay, here we go. I print these calendars from Learning in Wonderland. They're my favorite. I have, you can see it says on the top math, and then my second set is reading. And I just go through, for math I use the daily math review, for reading I use the daily ELA review. I go through that week's, and then I set up what standards we had trouble with, and I write down the kids' names. Sometimes it's 1 kid, sometimes it's 5. Sometimes it's too many to where I have to put it on 2 different days, and that is who I pull as like an extra small group. So I do my 2 planned small groups every day, and then when they're working on daily math review or they're working on daily ELA review, I pull that 3rd extra strategy group. That's kind of how I've been able to manage it, because our school wants us doing this, and I've always done this, but not so formal. Not that this is formal, this is literally my handwriting on a calendar, but normally I would just go through the daily math reviews that day and say like you and you come over, and now I'm just kind of planning it out a week in advance and using last week's daily math review to help that. Hope that makes sense. That is the good thing about doing some kind of daily thing like this, is that it's really good data to use for the next week. So this is next week's ELA review. I'll just let you look at that for a second if you want to pause it, and then I'll show you. I don't make these. These are from Lucky Little Learners. Highly recommend this. Be patient. They will have a lot of trouble with it at first. The first couple we did whole group together every day, and I slowly kind of released them on that. It's really good, but a challenge at first. And then this one I make every week. So next week they're going to do, this is my group that's doing multiplication and division. They are going to be working on the fact families. I want them practicing division number sentences and multiplication number sentences, the difference between them when they see them in word problems, and then vocabulary again at the end for this unit. Then my other group is working on geometry and partitioning. So at the top is a review of balanced equations. Some of them are still having trouble in that, so I keep putting it on there. The second one is they've got to partition the rectangles into the correct rows and columns. Subtraction with regrouping. I took addition. I replaced this from the addition with regrouping because they've been like knocking that out of the park. So I went ahead and took it off there for a little while to replace it with something else. And then down here is geometry vocabulary. And these are my I have to have them. Our district is continuous achievement, so we can teach up to 2 different levels of math and 2 different levels of reading. It's kind of like, I see some people on social media have like split math class, like 1st and 2nd. It's kind of like that. So like some of my class is doing regular 2nd grade standards on track, and some of my kids are doing half a year ahead. So they started the year doing the 2nd half of 2nd grade math, and now they're doing the 1st half of 3rd grade math. So they're not a full year ahead, they're a half year ahead. I know, it makes your head spin, but I really don't mind doing it. I will always take the hit on that and do it for the team because I've just kind of figured out how to manage it all, and I've done it every year. So it's not a big deal for me anymore. All right, let's do the plans, and then let's get this Unlock the Love changed out. It is time for some Rainbow Spring. Kind of switching gears here a little bit because I went through and posted the plans on the website, and I made my copy. It's ready to print, but I haven't printed it yet because I'm going to try to hook up to my color printer and see if I can get that to work. I think I'm gonna bring it home today regardless. I'm gonna pull my car up next to my window and maybe put it out the window because it's just not really working like I thought it was going to here. So might as well bring it home, and then anything in color I can just print at home easily, more easily than I can fighting with the cord and everything here. But when I was posting plans, I started thinking about this last unit, and I think I just want to go ahead and get it planned. It's like 8:30 right now, so I have 3 hours. I think I'm gonna go ahead and plan out the last unit and then go from there, because I just kind of want this off my back, and I really want to make sure I plan it out so that we are not testing the last week of school. So I'm gonna do that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we have 6 full weeks after spring break. So we're gonna do 1 week of area, 1 week of number patterns, that's like in and out tables, and then kind of like patterns of adding, multiplying, dividing, or subtracting, finding what the pattern is. And then we'll do a week of word problems. I'm just kind of looking through the test, and then I think maybe a week of like, I need to decide what I want to do. I'm thinking a week of maybe single step word problems, and then a week of multi-step word problems, because this unit is very heavy on multi-step, and and they have to use all 4 operations. So I'm thinking 1 week of single step, figuring out which operation we need to use, and then the second week we can start mixing the word problems, and that will also provide I can do review of the number patterns with those word problems. I can do review of area with those word problems, and I can even do review of graphing with the word problems. So I think that's kind of where my head's at, and then we'll do a week of review and then test. I think that's what we're gonna do. Hear my principal in the hallway, and I was like, I know he's gonna come in here, I know he is. So I quit filming. Okay. I feel like anytime there's a tour or they're looking to hire somebody, they always walk into 2nd grade. So they were really nice. Okay, I've only gotten, I don't know how many minutes that last clip was, but I literally got 1 day planned. And trust me, I understand that this is ridiculous for me to be like worrying about planning till the end of the year, but I have been in situations where, because I teach lower grades, I teach everything. So I have 2 levels of math. I have reading, writing, grammar, phonics, science, social studies. I teach it all. And I've been in situations where I've had to plan and prepare everything for myself, and I was living basically 1 day at a time. I get it. If you are there, I've been there. I am just so fortunate to be on a team where everyone contributes and everyone does their part, and we are able to share the load on the planning and preparing. So I really want to take advantage of the fact that like I can get these plans done for the rest of the year, and it's only like middle of March. I just would love to take that off my plate and then be able to focus on getting, everything else done every day that we have to do as teachers, and have a little bit of work-life balance. My principal just said, what's one of the best things about coming here? One of the worst things about coming here? I said, one of the worst things was last year I had to teach simultaneous, which was a nightmare, but this year I do not have to do that. And then the best thing is my work-life balance. I have been able to really rely on, you know, our admin for support and our curriculum support to support us and my team. So that has like really helped my work-life balance, where I used to be the person who would stay at work till 6 o'clock basically every night. Like if I left before 6 or 5, that was like a good day. And now it's like I'm leaving on time every day, like 3:30, which is still past my contract time, but not by much. So my training starts in 11 minutes. I got through April planned, so then I just need to plan. The first week of May is going to be 2-step word problems, and then the second week of May is going to be review, and then we'll do the test after that. So I'll kind of show you real quick what I have planned. Our third unit is it's called Patterns in Addition and Multiplication, which is kind of funny because they have to use all 4 operations, so I don't know why it's just called that. Anyways, biggest thing is area and word problems. So first up, super teacher worksheets. If you do not have this, I get most of my task cards from here. So if you'll notice, like this week is like the first week of area and then the second week of area. So we're kind of going from the squares to without that little assistance. After that, again, super teacher worksheets, love. Also, Common Core sheets are great too. So like some of these are for class, some of them are for homework. Vocabulary, there's a vocabulary video, and then we're gonna do this together. And that's about it. And then a classwork assignment from super teacher worksheets. The week after that, we've got these task cards. And then we have, I love her, these are from Ashley on TPT, her hands-on booklets. I bought the multiplication, the division, I bought this one, the number patterns. I already had the 2-step word problems one, so we'll use that during the 2-step word problem week. But they are really great because they're just a mix of like, oops, hands-on and actually like in and out tables. This one they create a pattern and then they have to describe it. I really like them. Then we have some super teacher worksheet practice for in and out tables. Generation Genius has a number pattern, so we're gonna watch that, discuss, do this together. Found this as a freebie on TPT. I'm gonna give this to them for homework to practice once that week. And then this one was really cool because it was in and out boxes, but I saved it for later in the week. It's word problems from Super Teacher. There was a Common Core sheet, just something a little bit different because they're just having to, they're giving them the pattern, they have to decide what the rule is. And then the classwork assignment is going to be classwork grade from Super Teacher. I liked it. It was a good mix of like find what's missing, determine the rule, word problem, and then a finding what the rule is from the word problem. It was a good little mix there. I'm also incorporating the workbook as much as I can that we have, but some of this stuff is just not heavily in the workbook. So, and then the last week of April, their task cards are going to be in and out tables review from last week. This is from Creations by Kim Parker on TPT. Bought that. And then found this. This is on TPT too. This is going to be like our anchor chart for keywords. So we're going to do keywords for single step. Really hard to find single step keyword operation stuff. Ooh, I have 6 minutes. I gotta hurry. Because our standard is 2-step or multi-step, but I really want to work on just single step before doing 2-step. This is a sort that we're gonna do. I found on TPT. Man, when I printed it, it cut off the name. I'll see if I can find it and put it below. But they cut these apart. We're gonna do this in a small group all together, and then we're gonna sort them in the correct place. think this was free on TPT maybe. I just split it up into number 1 and number 2. I like this because different word problems, they have the numbers highlighted for them and some keywords highlighted for them. So I thought this was good for the beginning of working on this. It's going to be front and back. Found these. I just printed one for myself. We're going to do these in small group. I'm going to read them to them and cut these apart, show them, and then we will work on finding the keywords and doing these on whiteboards. This was on TPT too, I think, free. This was the second part of that, so I just split it up into 2 days. These we're also going to do on whiteboards. I found this as a freebie on TPT, and hers were only addition and subtraction, so I went through and changed them. And it was 2 pages, so I just made 2 out of it, 1 and 2. And we're going to do this on whiteboards. And then the classwork is going to be this little choosing an operation quiz. This actually came from Brain Pop Junior. Our district doesn't have Brain Pop anymore, but I still have this, which is perfect for what we were doing that week. And then this was a little extra thing I found. It was like a word problem quiz. I just took the word quiz off because I found it on TPT. We might do these whole group whiteboards or something like that. I don't know. And then all throughout the week, we're going to be working on the hands-on booklet. So it's going to be a little bit of a mix. There's also a little bit of this in the workbook, but mostly the 2-step is in the workbook. So that'll be used more the week after this. All right, I gotta do this training, and then hopefully after that, be able to plan out these last couple weeks of this unit and be done. All right, I'm about to get out of here. I finished planning unit 3, our last math unit, got all the copies put together, and I left myself a stack for Monday. Monday I'm gonna copy, and I have like some unlocks there to check and like a little bit of homework. And then I have our pictures of Christian Robinson from our door for Black History Month. I'm going to laminate those because I want to use those again next year. They were awesome pictures and the door came out so cute and they love learning about him. So I'm going to do that again next year. And then what else do I have there? Oh, I did not do this. I'm going to do this on Monday. So Monday's going to be same as today, part work, part PD, and yeah, everything. I just left a list for myself, and we will do this again on Monday. Have a good weekend.